a little different take on project boxes. Good morning YouTube, here at 10:15 on a Saturday. I'm one of those days, you know how it goes. Oh well, maybe not, I don't know. I had my day planned pretty good, I thought. I mentioned that yesterday in the video that I had groceries to pick up. That's not till 4 this afternoon. I have Kylie's graduation to go to, and Lexi was supposed to be off. So I was taking my shower this morning, and as soon as I came out, Lexi was sitting on the couch ready to go to work. And I said, "What's going on?" Well, she just got a call, said the supervisor there said that she was supposed to be working today at 9. It was about 9:30, I think, the time I got out of there. So she had a copy of her schedule, and clearly she wasn't supposed to be working. Apparently there were some changes made. Nobody told her, I guess, and so I had to rush take her to work. But it was a good trip because I had other things to do as well. I had placed an order online last night with Home Depot, and I kind of like to do that sometimes and buy some things. And what I bought, and I'm going to show you here in just a second, if I can get this together. These. I bought 3 of these. That's it's got the covers. Yeah, I don't know if you have any idea what I'm going to do with these, but I think maybe you can guess. So that's I think these would make pretty good little signal tracer boxes. They're plenty heavy. I mean, they'll sit up. I mean, you know, there's no problem with them. Now the only thing is these are thick. They're about 1/16 inch, maybe, I don't know, thick steel. And you know my hole saws are not going to cut that. They barely cut what they cut with the little Chinese boxes. So I've got to figure out a better way of cutting them. Now I can go out and buy hole saws for steel. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I think what I'm going to do is use the jigsaw with a metal blade and cut the holes that way. I think that's a better way of doing it. I had thought about doing the drill and just going around and drilling the circle out with the drill holes and then, you know, sanding it off. But then, you know, then you got to take the Dremel tool and smooth out the spots, that the little points in it and everything like that. And I thought, well, you know, that's not good. So but I think these will work pretty good. Like I said, I'm really anxious to try these. And basically I'll put the speaker on top, and then all my switches and stuff here. Now on the back side, let me just take one that's, oh, it is open, okay. On the back side, I'll just take and mount the circuit board like I had intentionally meant to do on the other one, and still may do. But, you know, like I said, the speaker will be here, and I'll mount the circuit board here, and the switches and the volume control will be here. And the jack for the probe. So that's the deal on that. Now, these were cheap. I gave about 5.5 for all 3 of these with covers. So that's me, cheap. So I think I'm going to try these. Like I said, if they work, fine, and if they don't, you know, I'll use them for something. Like I said, they'd make a pretty good box. Now these are not receptacly these are receptacle challenged, I guess. There is a place here to mount them. There's 2 holes on each side and 2 holes on this side. I guess you could mount the little nubs that come up there to hold your receptacle or your switch in. But these are just plain. The only thing they have special is this, what they call a ground bump. And so that will be actually a good thing for this, because I plan to ground this case to the circuitry. So I think that will work out rather well. I'm happy with these. Again, if I can, you know, I may go with something like this in the future, and like I said, just go ahead and invest in a nice hole saw, that will cut through the steel. Now, like I said, that's 1/16 of an inch, I would say. I had thought about cutting using the backside, this, but that would be hard to cut out. It's just too much, way too much to try to do with those knockouts and everything in there. It's just, it's too much. It's much better to cut the smooth faceplate, and like I said, that leaves the circuitry and everything mostly on the top. And like I said, I will run a ground wire to this, and I will run a power plug to the back, like I've been doing. Now, I may be able to use some feet on this. I'm not really sure, because that is that's metal, steel. So, it might be better to have some feet on it. That's the thought, anyway. I'm going to show you some KiCad representations here from what Bob drew. Some of the circuitry he's been coming up with on, well, the signal tracers. And we'll take a look at those. And like I said, it's just it's the what's what they call the 3D view, and I think it looks pretty darn good. I think. We haven't actually sent off for circuit boards yet, and we still haven't found a good decent case for them. Now, I'm leaning towards metal cases now because of this. I think metal cases would work better. Obviously, there's less interference. Signals don't go through that metal so easy. Like I said, Don even mentioned that when he was talking about his. He said if you wanted to put it in a different case, it'd probably be a better metal case would be the best. And like I said, now I don't think we're going to market these. This just doesn't have the appeal that I was looking for, but it wouldn't be bad. I mean, could do worse, but shipping would be a little bit more expensive on these, I think. So, anywho, that's what I'm looking at, and I just thought I would show you some. I'm going to go ahead and hook the other camera up, and we'll take a closer look at these and see what we got. So hang in there. Alright, well, these are the boxes I was talking about. Steel City. They're quality. Yeah, they are quality type boxes. I mean, they're heavy duty. There's the thickness of the steel. I'd say 1/16 of an inch is what I'd say. I don't know what gauge that is. But they are heavy. Now these are conduit basically boxes for wiring conduit, but they will work for other things, I think. But you can see they're good and flat when you sit, even with the lid on it. I was worried about that because I thought maybe the lid would protrude enough to where it wouldn't let them come down, but it doesn't. It's nice and flat. There's it's flush right there, so that's good. I like that. Or I like that a lot. Now there's a little hangover on these edges, but again, that's not a problem because, like I say, we're not setting it up on this edge now. There's sitting on even that edge wouldn't hurt. I mean, it's stable enough. That one's a little bit funky, but that's not bad. Not bad at all. Like I said, and these will hold these together well enough, I'm sure. As tight as that steel is. So, have plenty of mounting holes. Like I said, now those are the holes for the your receptacles or whatever, I think, if you want to use those. But there's a lot of mounting holes in the back here that can be used for different things. There's the ground hole right there. And like I said, we're going to use, some of the holes, not all of them, but so those ought to do pretty good, I think, as a signal tracer. Should be plenty of room for everything, I think. So, like I said, once you put a speaker on the back, let me get a test speaker here of sorts. That's about the size of that. See, that allows enough room there for that, plus a good amount of room for circuit board. Now here's the thing, I don't know how deep that's going to go. It's not going to go very deep, but I think our latest designs have cut down on this. In fact, I may go the the half ones and do it on 2 parts. We do that too. I can do it on the sides, you know, 1/2 here, 1/2 here. I have holes in the sides of the thing. It's not a big deal. Plenty of room for the switch, volume control, and the jack. Now, whether I use RCA or BNC, it doesn't matter. Same amount of space. Now, I would like to have a separate ground lug, banana plug, whatever you want to call it, for a ground wire, because I don't care for the probes that have the little ground wire running off the back of the probe, because those are never long enough, and I end up having to use another clip lead to make them longer. So I just soon have the ground lead plugged in here and use the probe as the probe for the hot end and be done with that. That's my way of thinking. Now Don's is a little bit better than that, because his is fairly long on his. So you see that's kind of long there. So that's not too bad there. But like I said, as long as the probe wire, the center wire of the probe is shielded and grounded, it should work just fine. It doesn't matter if you use a separate ground for the return path. So that's that. Again, that's what we're working on. Or not we, me. But I think this first one I'm going to try, drill a few holes, maybe 4 holes, fairly good size, to allow the bit for the, or not the bit, but the saw blade for the metal blade on the jigsaw, saber saw, whatever you want to call it, and you know, take my time, cut around that, and make a fairly decent opening. And again, I'm using, you know, I could even use something like this on this one if I wanted to. That's pretty big though. I kind of think I'll stick with the gutter webbing. I think would be a better choice. But I'm going to put that against basically here, and then put the speaker on top of it with the hole in the middle, and 4 holes for the mounting on this side, and then clamp it down. And that should hold it firmly in place and allow for the sound to get through plenty and stuff like that. So that's my plan. I just thought you might like to know. Alright, I've done talked too long, and I just got a text. We'll see who that is. That would be Bob. Surprise of all surprises. He had something to do this morning, so he may have went and got a haircut. He was wanting to go yesterday, but some way he didn't want to take the bus, and the place down the street wasn't open or something. So anyway, I need to get one too. I've had some comments about my hair, and you know, I understand it is too long in the back. That's the only place it gets long these days. So Kylie, like I said, she's graduating today, so maybe she'll have more time now. I don't think she's working anymore. I think they had her quit her job. I'm not really sure, but I think that's the case. And so maybe she'll have some time, come give me a haircut. That'd be nice. But I want to work on this next and get some things done on it. You guys, in the meantime, have a wonderful, wonderful day. It is now 10:30 in the morning. Still have to take my pills and get some other stuff done. I have called my mother and told her I would be down Monday, and Lexi's going to ride down with me. In fact, I think I'm going to let Lexi drive because she needs a little practice driving. So that's that, and you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and we will see you.